Yo, yo. Howdy, hey, everybody, it's SK. Let's see. Where is Button? There's Buttons. Hello. Hello, Buttons. Just go ahead and pause. So that way that doesn't do any weird shit to my stuffs. My interweb stuffs. Hey, everybody, it's SK. We back with a little bit of my hair. I'm back with a little bit of my hair, yeah. Back with a little bit more of Final Fantasy XIV. I want to try and get up to where my character is, who actually had just started Heaven's Ward. So that way I'm probably going to be hopping back onto his character, which is this character right now. He's actually like my main character now, a dude by the name of Darkwing Duck. But let's be real. How could you not play a character that you've named Darkwing Duck? I implore you. Let's go ahead and play some... Oh, okay, that's right. There's a queue, because there's always a queue. So on the docket for today is a little bit more of Final Fantasy XI. Try to get through some of the story. And I mean, say try to get through. Like, the story is enjoyable, you know? Like, I had caught myself up via watching Asmongold's stream, but I also kind of was only pseudo-half paying attention. I was more paying attention to, like, what Asmongold was actually doing and saying. It's now basically impossible for me to not consider Alphanu a Redditor. Thanks. It's true, though. I mean, it's 100% true. But, I'd like to sort of also re-experience the story for myself, so that way I can really remember everything, because it was more, like, detail stuff. Oh, that's right. That's right. I was going to do Stone Vigil. I almost called it Steel Vigil. Is it Steel Vigil? No, it's Stone Vigil. Well, shit. If I had realized that, I probably would have started the queue before the stream started, but that's what happens when you don't plan things ahead of time. That's fine. That's fine. That's cool. We're gonna make it work. So how's everybody doing on this wonderful... What fucking day is it? Thursday? Sure, Thursday. How's everybody doing on this wonderful Thursday? How am I looking? Oh yeah, right. Another thing I probably should have remembered to do is this. I kind of forgot. There we go. Alright, there we go. That's better. That's better. Okay, I was wondering why I was starting to look a little bit on the stuttery side. So yeah, when I'm not doing any kind of streaming or recording, I actually play this at just 4K max settings. Actually, I think this is high desktop settings. Honestly, so far as I can tell, the only difference between high desktop settings and max setting... where is it? Right here. Between high desktop and maximum is... I think it's... This goes from 8 to 16. And I think this goes to quality instead of standard. And quite frankly, it's fine. It's totally fine as it is. It looks fantastic. It looks wonderful. But right now, I have my headset over here that I wanted to use to listen to the shiny music-y goodness. Problem is, it seems to, like... I don't know if it's something about the air being really dry or something, but the little... whatever you call these things, like the little foamy cup things, seems to be getting really attracted to my hair, and it's actually causing some weird static electricity stuffs to happen. So it's actually making it uncomfortable. On top of that, wearing this, I don't understand how people with glasses, like, function. I'm gonna be real with you. This whole, like, having this, just this by itself, kind of hurts my head a little bit. It feels like I need to stretch them out on something so that way they're not jammed against my temples. But beyond that, like, trying to wear those with this makes my head hurt inside of, like, 15 minutes. I don't understand how people with glasses function. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm assuming it's just wear earbuds all the time, which I can't do because it makes my ears hurt for obvious reasons. Can't see things with the stuffs. There we go. The preview is... super itty-bitty now, but it's fine. Now that I see, you can tell pretty easily if something is... Hey, that was a lot faster than I was expecting it to be. So long as I can tell if something is stuttery, even with a small preview versus a large one. Alright, so Stone Vigil is probably the first one that has real honest to God mechanics to it, if I believe. That is not if I believe. I believe this one is the first of the... like, well, at least of the mandatory story dungeons that has mechanics you really have to pay attention to. Don't DPS, dude. Don't do this to me. Don't do me like this. I'm just running around doing my little chocobo thing. Don't do this to me. I want to get on with the story, my man. Let me get on with the story. Ah, you son of a... I should have known. That was a DPS that went AFK to use the bathroom. 100%. Man, why does my head kind of hurt? I don't get it. I'm wondering if it's this right here that's causing it. You know, I'm going to turn this off real quick. I look kind of dark. But it makes my head hurt a lot less. I'm going to turn that down to the lowest setting. Even though it's... Oh, we're going to turn it up. There. We're going to turn it up +1. And we're actually going to... like that. Even though it's not... No. There. Good enough. Gets the point across. Can I jump off this? Can I jump off that? No. Damn it. Can't blame me for trying. I was the Momo that would jump off of a Teldrassil as a little newbie. And I died, because of course I died. I found the one branch on the side of Teldrassil that you can actually manage to kill yourself on, surrounded by, well, I was going to say an ocean of ocean, and then I realized that I'm dumb. Hey, there we go. Okay. Are the DPS aware? Are they awake? Is the tank awake? You can't tell me that the tank somehow went AFK. They have insta-Qs. Don't troll us, Mr. Tank Man. Please do not troll us. I deserve better than this. So I do have a question for anybody that happens to be watching this. Would you want me to continue on with Garen Worldbreaker? It did, you know, or would I be cool with continuing on with my main character? Because I do love me my Darkwing Duck. I love the name. It just makes me so happy. At least it's very Skyrim-y vibes. Maybe it's just because it's an ice-covered, kind of pseudo-Nordic area. I don't know. Whoop. I hear bloopies. Okay, so let's get started, shall we? We're gonna do this. Let's get out of the way so I don't die horribly. That'd be great. I'm in the way. Please don't die. Let's do this, so that way I can actually see what I'm doing. Not that it necessarily matters, they're going to die in a matter of moments anywho, but still. I love the animations in this game. Have I made a point of mentioning that? Because I feel like I should be mentioning that. This game looks fantastic. Ow, you dick. This game looks fantastic. And it makes me happy. Alright, so I got a stun. I figured my job as the Dragoon, aside from, you know, dying in really stupid ways, is to protect the healer, so that way if anything peels off or aggroes something it's not supposed to, I use my stuns and jumps and all sorts of fun shenaniganry to... Maybe we should kill the one that's at like 0.5% health. My job is to basically watch the healer, so that way if anything tries to kill them, I attack them so that way they kill me, because my job as a Dragoon basically is to die. Anyone who says otherwise does not play a Dragoon. Our job is to tank the floor. And to tank other mobs, so if I'm going to be tanking the floor regardless, I may as well be tanking something more useful before tanking the floor. You know what I mean? Ah, shit. Kind of like that. Yep. Somehow I managed to aggro all 4 of those. That isn't totally my bad. Well, I mean, to be fair, they were going to aggro regardless. I just pulled for them, that's all. Don't look at me like that. Nope. I'd rather not die to AoE, that would be wonderful. as mentioned, I'd rather not floor tank until I have no other alternative. Also, kudos to the game's community not being an absolute cesspool of the lowest portions of humanity in low-level dungeons. I've seen some shit while healing WoW dungeons is all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. So let's go. I really kind of don't like the Dragoon AoE because it's literally just in a straight line, so if they're not in a straight line, you're screwed. I mean, to be fair, if they are in a straight line, like, it's good times, you know, fun times are had by all. However, good luck actually getting them all in a straight line. Like, that's just crazy pants. That's crazy talk. They would have burned you like a witch. Probably one of the only lines I remember from Fairly Odd Parents, which is highly unfortunate because that show is a fucking gem. Stabby, stabby. Yeah, got the last hit. F yeah. Ow. So is the bunny person the healer? I'm guessing they are. Okay, I'm gonna be real, it's actually kind of hard to see what this says at 100% ratio. I know it's gonna look massive on the screen, but I kind of need to see it. Oh shit. Hold up! Now this is actually too large, because of course it is. We got jumps. So I'm guessing it's one of these, when it comes to Dragoon, you really have to be mindful of the animation locking sort of thing to play it at a really high level, which I clearly do not do. Oh, hold on. Okay. This actually has to be down at 100%, which sucks. Is there a custom resolution, or does it have to be one of those three? Shit, I don't have my bow. Too busy talking about random things. Remember how I was like, yeah, this is the first dungeon that has actual mechanics. I mean, oh, I haven't been using that shit. I'm bad. And of course, they literally run away the moment I use it. Because why wouldn't they? Oh, somebody got hit. That's unfortunate. I'm just glad it wasn't me, though. Because I'm that asshole. I know this is only... Apparently Arm's Length has a slow debuff. Which only applies... Oh, that's right, it only applies when the mob hits you. Ah, shit, muffins. Oh, hey, how's it going? Hey, buddy. Hi, how's it going? I'm now tanking. Hi, I'm tanking. Oh god, I'm dead. I am dead as fuck. Aww. We got close. I was close. At 1% health, though. We were very close. Okay. So, the first dungeon with actual mechanics. Not really much of a mechanic, but we still managed to wipe anyway. You know what? We're newbies. That's how they roll. I actually dodged the fire. I didn't actually know you could really dodge the fire. Okay. Cool. Hey man, this is what newbie groups do. Don't pull the sadness. There we go. There we go. Because I don't want to zoom all the way out. I can't... It's not to say I can't see what's happening. Ow, you dick. I can totally see what's happening. It's just if my person becomes too small, and I kind of miss the fun of, you know, actually seeing my character do the graceful stabbies, you know? I'm really not the kind of person that feels comfortable... Oh, yeah. Off. I'm not the person that's usually super comfortable with zooming my characters so that way they're like 3 pixels, even though it's more efficient because I like seeing the way my character looks. You know what I mean? Wait it, dick. Oh yeah, I have the leap back material to do. Problem is, I'm still not 100% certain which way it aims. I'm assuming it aims by your character direction, not necessarily your camera. Which makes it really hard for my brain to parse just what the fuck I'm looking at. Wait, why did I use that? What does that do again? I'm glad you're healing, Mr. Worldbreaker, but if you could kindly, like, shut the fuck up for a second, that'd be great. Let's get out of the way of that. Hey, we have managed to survive so far without dying. That's good. That's already an improvement over last time. I don't know if I needed to use that, but I used it because it's cool. Besides, it's not like we're not gonna reload the limit break in like 5 minutes anyway. Hey! Huzzah! Do not need it. Place is gorgeous, though. Gotta say. Okay, so not really sure which one we're fighting. I'm just trying to make sure that they ain't killing the healer. Excuse me, why am I not attacking the things? How did I lose target? Computer. I didn't tell you to lose target, good sir. Also, I love Life Surge. It gives me a heal. It guarantees a crit and then heals me for 100% of that ability's damage, which is pretty baller. I am very concerned about that Avis going on in the background. That fool is gonna pull. He's gonna pull. Okay, let's kill the little outflyer. Let's kill the smaller dudes first. Probably shouldn't have used that in the strictest sense. Cool, I don't get hit if I actually have the animation casting when they're doing... Hey! I leveled! Baller. Okay, so where am I looking? Okay. Stop setting me on fire, you dick. I don't like it. Not fun. It's decidedly uncool. God, I hope I'm not hitting actually everything. Or that... Well, I am hoping I'm hitting actually everything. What I mean is that I hope I'm not hitting ads way outside the realm of, you know, what I'm supposed to be hitting. You know, pulling. You know how Starfall was in Burning Crusade? Where it would pull things through walls and shit, and then it's just like, well, now you've wiped the entire raid because you've pulled, like, 80 ghosts in the next room when you were supposed to pull 2? Yeah. I don't want to do that, is what I'm trying to say. That is the exact opposite of what I'm going for. Now, let's see. That's a cool effect. I think we've already been there, though. You know, so the Ishgardians want to get this place back from the Dervanians, right? Which is fine. That's totally understandable. That's totally within the realm of, you know, possibility and whatnot. But also, why? This place looks like it's just broke as shit. Like, what? Hey, how much? Alright. I mean, that's only like 160 HP versus the, you know, potential 1,000 you get from elsewhere, so I suppose that's probably not the best option available to you, but hey, nevertheless, let's stab this one. But still, if you have massive AoE options, I suppose it can't be that bad. I do love jump, I just wish it didn't animation lock you. Like, it didn't lock you in place. If you were able to move at least a little bit, I don't think it would necessarily be so bad. Though I'm guessing, in all sincerity, that's probably why Dragoons seem to die a little bit more often than everyone else. I don't know if there are any other classes or jobs in the game that actually have this form of animation locking, do they? Doom spike. Spiking all the dooms. Dag nabbit. But more than anything, the animation's just pretty cool. See, I'm not animation locking when I do that. That doesn't make any damn sense. Don't make any damn sense. Wait, do I not get healed for 100% of that? Maybe. I don't know. I is dumb. So we got fire time. Okay. Now I remember there being something involving the pew pew cannons here, yeah? Pew pew cannons were a thing. I think. So I'm going to have to pay attention to pew pew cannons to make sure that the giant angry McDoodle. Let's shoot Bertha. You need back the fuck off, thank you. Thank you. Casually get fucked, sir. Ah, shit, I'm running out of my, Beetlejuice. What? I'm not running out of my what? I only got 53 health for that? Okay. Well, that kind of sucks. Bertha. Back off. Fuck off, buddy. Ow. Ow. Ow, ow. Oh god, I should not have stood in front of him. Did not realize I had. That is highly unfortunate. I don't want to die. Would very much rather not die. Is Homeboy coming back again? Guess the answer to that question is yes. Okay. Now this time, let's stand behind the dumbass. Do I get heals for that? Oh, nope. Well, that sucks. Okay. Yay! Oh, hey. I can't take that? That's some bullshit. That is some bullshit. Man. Sad face. Oh, it's... Oh, the tank got it. Okay, never mind. Never mind. Alright. I guess the tank can take a clear upgrade. Fine. If you really want to be anal about it, fine. Let the tank get the upgrade it desperately needs first. Come here, buddy. Oh, okay. Let's avoid being murdered by electrocution, yeah? For some reason, my lower lip itches. Not really sure how that's even possible. Nevertheless, here we are. You know, once you start getting stuff that's off the global cooldown, this combat is actually a lot of fun. It's a lot of weaving things in and kind of understanding how, shit works. We're just gonna doom spike a little. We doom spike, you know, we're doing a little doom spike here. And honestly, I'm doing 100 damage per spike. That's not all that bad. I technically do more damage single target, but, you know, not to 3 things at once, so... I'm pressing those buttons so... Oops. Pressing all the buttons. Literally no point to putting a dot, except that it just looks cool. It looks badass. It's cool. No, 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 don't aggro. Don't aggro me. Don't aggro me. Don't aggro me. Don't eat me. Come here, buddy. Come here, buddy. We're gonna do that. Alrighty. Good thing I have that slow on him, huh? Doom spike all the fucking things. All the things get doom spiked. Shit. You do that. Hell yeah, that felt good. That felt fucking great. You're gonna do that. You leaving the healer alone? Yeah? Okay. Is the healer being left alone? Is the healer being attacked? No. Okay, good. Get out of the way of that. So is that only a 50% bonus when it's a crit? I thought it was 100%. Oh. I didn't have anything target. I'm like, why am I not attacking anything? Why is the pew-pew not happening? Where are we going? Oh, we're almost at the boss. Hell yes. Okay. Oh, cutscene. Look, it's the Enterprise. Yes, just beyond that enormous sleeping dragon. Wait, isn't it supposed to be a point of courtesy to not pull while someone's in a cutscene? Okay. But then again, I guess if it's all newbies, then they don't really know that it's courtesy to not stop the cutscene, or it said hold off for the cutscene. I don't know. That makes me sad. I kind of wish I could watch the rest of that, but, you know, I'll have to deal with that later, I suppose. Let's do that. Oh, I don't have my buff up anymore. I suppose one could say that might be the downside of having a bunch of WoW refugees is that they bring their own culture with them, which is to say that, you know, paying attention to what other people do is not usually in the forefront of a WoW player's mind. And I say that as somebody who's played WoW for 15 years. Like, the community tends to be fairly selfish. Let's get that buff going on. Give me, you dick. Give me my debuff, bitch. Okay, where are we going? We got the dance going on. Oop, let's get out of the way of that. Yep. One bad thing about this is that, I mean, it's white on white, so it's kind of hard to see. Oh, the bard died. Okay, at least it's not me dying for once. Oh, let me get out of the way of that. I'm just glad it's not the Dragoon guy. That's all I'm saying. Ow. Dick. Let's get that. Oh no. Well, this is gonna be fun. What? No, there we go. Here's buttons. There's how buttons work. I remember now. Oh, the dude's name is Nonchalant. You know what? I can appreciate that. I respect you, good sir. Okay. Hell yeah, that ability is awesome looking. Oh, the poor person got res and then immediately killed again. Hey, Max Elm, how you doing today? Alright, so where is the stuffs? I see a spear. I'm actually gonna go ahead and need that because I know I already have that, huh? Okay, well. Alrighty then. That was fun. Alright. Hopefully there was probably nothing important about the cutscene. It was basically just like, you know, hey, there's a giant dragon in front of the Enterprise that we need. So, whoopsies. These are the cutscenes that are important. The big chonkers. I got another crystal from that? But it's not a primal. How did I get... I legitimately forgot about this. Like, wait. Why did a random-ass dragon have one of the crystals that I need? I wonder if that becomes... Does that become important later? Don't answer if it does. But I wonder if that becomes important later. Good, I hope you enjoyed the nap, good sir. I actually spent a couple of hours setting up some things so I could actually record footage from all of my consoles and stuff like that. A little on the jank side, but then again, everything I do is a little on the jank side. Garin, you're right, speak to me! Shut up, Alpha Nu. Well, be praised. I feared the beast had injured you. I now see why the others rated you so highly. When you were caught in the midst of the aetheric bubble with the dragon, I was all but certain my next mission would be find a new champion. Wow, really? Fuck you, asshole. God. Not be like, grieve the loss of my champion, or that it's just to find a new person. Like, damn, alright, like I'm a freaking cashier. Cashier, the signs of the seventh dawn. Get fucked. It'd great to be put on the resume, though, I suppose. Thank the gods for sparing me that inconvenience. Fuck you, Alpha Nu. God! I have quite enough to do already. Which reminds me, Sid is working on the Enterprise as we speak. Let us go and see what he has to say. I'm gonna be honest, the first time I played through this, I don't remember Alpha Nu being such a, well, twat. But he really is, isn't he? He's kind of a douche canoe. I completely forgot about that. What say you, Sid? Will she fly? Yes. It will not be a pleasant ride. Oh yeah, we're flying through sub-zero temperatures on a thing that hasn't moved in 5 years. Yeah, it's probably not going to be a fun ride. Well, I dare say it will be no more unpleasant than staying here. 'Tis a pity the Enterprise is not in a better state, but if she'll allow us to quit this place, I shall not complain. Ah, it's night shift. Okay. If we are all in agreement, let us return to Gridania. Though I would like nothing more to the set source for the Howling Eye, it is plain the Enterprise is in no condition to weather the storm. We must needs be prepared if we are to proceed with our mission. Our mission. Your mission is going to be standing aloft and just barking orders because you're, you know, highfalutin and stuff. I can't remember. What job are you starting again? I can't remember if you mentioned it or not. I just know that you pieced out of Amazon and good for you on that. This is also familiar. I know this airship. If I could just... ... Ah, it's no use. You know, amnesia is a very common trope, but it's also something that's not commonly mentioned, is that amnesia, usually, you typically don't recover from it. You may get some memories back, and usually that shit's just gone and you're a different person as a result of it. Yay, traumatic brain injuries! Let's go. Sure. Oh, thank you. They're not actual glasses. They're like the ones that have the, reduce the blue light sort of thing. And it's basically just because staring at this for a while can start to make my head hurt. However, that's also why I'm not wearing my headset, because the headset plus this is, like, I was saying it earlier in the stream, I don't understand how people who have to wear glasses actually function, because this shit is, it's painful after a while, man. Oh, that's right. Sheets, I forgot about that. Okay. Ah, how I have longed for the more agreeable climate of the Twelveswood. Yet I will not deny the Holy See had its charms. Endless detours aside, our Ishgardian jaunt proved quite an adventure. Oh, shut up, Alphanu. Alas, our work is far from done. We still have an airship to repair and a primal to slay. No rest for the heroic, eh? Yeah, I want you to charge in there and fight, my dude. That's all I'm saying. My speed in Kurthus Central Highlands has increased. Fuck yeah. Oh, wait, is this actually the quest to go to Garuda? I thought there was a bunch of other shit I had to do. Admiring it, huh? It calms me to look at her. It's as though I've been reunited with a part of me I never knew was missing. Hardly surprising. You did design and build her. Weren't we all just standing here a second ago? I bear good news. The Seed Seers have granted our request to house the Enterprise. We may take as long as we require to prepare her. Of course, it will be rank folly to take one moment more than we require. Garuda, lest we forget, grows stronger by the hour. If we are to have any hope of wresting this benighted realm from her talents, it must needs be soon. Though I'm no expert on the workings of airships, it seems plain to me that the Enterprise suffered much from her time in the wilderness. Am I not correct, Sid? Yes, thank you, Captain Obvious. You are. Frankly, it's a miracle she carried us this far. As you know, the Howling Eye is encircled by a raging tempest, apt to turn proud trees to matchwood. Our battle would end before it begins. The Enterprise cannot weather the storm. Ah, shit, there is more story. Given time, I believe I can fully repair her. But if the tempest is fearsome as you say, even that may not be enough. Confound it, there must be a way. A way to brave the fury of the elements. The elements, but of course, that's it. We work upon the element itself. Wait, what? Using the power of a corrupted crystal, we could clear a path through the storm and spare the Enterprise a battering. But, I see, you propose to utilize the properties of a crystal to alter the elemental aspect of the barrier. It seems so childishly simple in retrospect. Yes, childishly. Yes, any child could think of that. Yes, of course. Though mayhap not to you, Garen, we speak of the manifestations of over-aspected aether that can be found throughout Eorzea. Oh, well, thank you for speaking down to me. Can I punt him, please? Since the calamity disrupted the land's etheric currents, such crystals have become comparatively commonplace, which has been a cause of great woe as they are known to warp etheric energies, including those of living organisms. The point is, we could theoretically use a corrupted crystal to convert the one-aspected aether compromises Garuda barrier into aether of another aspect, one that she cannot control. Okay, so that makes more sense. There is a setting in Windows to reduce the blue light. The problem is it actually changes, and it changes the recording aspect as well. So if I were to record this with that blue light reducing filter, everything would look yellow. I tried that, or at least when I tried that last year, that's what ended up happening. The test recording, everything had like a yellowish tint to it or something. Like it did something that altered the quality of the recording. So actually, you know what? I may have to go back and look that up at some point. But it did something. At least I thought it did. But I'll have to go back and test it out later. Either way, I got the glasses. With certain modifications, the Enterprise should be able to deliver us to the Howling Eye in comfort, however hard Garuda blows. But we are getting ahead of ourselves. All of this rests upon our ability to procure a crystal of the necessary properties. Have you any idea where we might acquire one? Yeah, let's just go down to a local thrift store. I heard Ed has one on clearance. You know, it's right by the socks. No, but I know a man who might. A scholar by the name of Lambertaine. Who resides in Camp Drybone. Of course they do. Strange as it may sound, I met him during my time at the church. Well, Marquet met him, I suppose. Whether out of pity or for want of a more willing listener, he would talk to me for hours at a time about his etheric studies, corrupted crystals being his pet subject. It was a result of these conversations that poor Marquet was observed to possess an uncommon knack for theoretical science. It's still you, buddy. Like, you may have lost your memory, but Marquet was still you, my man. Kara, I need you to return to Thanalan and seek out this scholar. Sid and I will set about preparing the Enterprise in your absence. What are you going to do? Stand there and bark orders? God, I dislike Alphanu. Okay, Okay, so in that case, let us head to Thanalan and talk to some dudes. So that way, you know what? Can I just stand here and bask in this for a second? Because this is cool looking. This is pretty nifty. Okay, off to Thanalan we go. Wait. Oh my god. For half a second, I forgot what Thanalan meant. I'm gonna be honest, I feel dumb. I feel absolutely derptastic. Okay. La 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 da 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 la da da boop. Oh wait, no. Da la da da. Camp Drybone. Wait, do I have buttons to pause recording and shit? Hang on a sec. That's not what I wanted to do. Settings. Yeah, page up, page down. Okay. I remember now. Doink. And double doink. Yep. I really need to get rid of the art. Okay, hold up. Okay, Mr. Ariman. Okay. Add to favorites. Add to favorites. Add to favorites. Add to favorites. I'm pretty much summoning everything except the Ahriman because it just looks kind of weird. And the giant Sildra because it's just hard to see what the hell I'm doing with him. But let's talk to this guy who is actually down here. Never mind. Yep. My doodad. You over here? Hey, Lambert. Why, yes, I am Professor Lambertain. Beg pardon? Do you wish to hear about my research on corrupted crystals? Truly? Well, nothing would give me greater pleasure than to discuss my work with a fellow man of science. Yeah, about that. Yeah, I hate to make you feel bad, but ain't got nothing at all to do with your science. I need you for stuffs. Ah, so rare it is to find fellow intellectuals in this region. It is even rarer to find one capable of comprehending the nature of corrupted crystals. Come to think of it, there was another, a hermit, to whom the church had given sanctuary. Curious fellow, unsociable, rather daft at first impression, yet possessed an amazing affinity towards scientific pursuits. But to the matter at hand, did you say you wish not to conduct field observations, but to harvest a corrupted crystal? Ye gods, man, at least take the necessary precautions so that you do not suffer from the exposure to its harmful energies. I'm beginning to wonder if you've sufficient qualifications to handle such hazardous materials. Still, your ignorance is somehow endearing. Luckily for you, I have precisely the means by which these inherent dangers may be averted. Simply store the crystal you seek within this warded pot to protect yourself from the deleterious effects. Though I should suppose you'll be bombarded with its energies until you place it within the vessel. Well, perhaps it shall motivate you to work quickly. In any case, take the pot to Ahasako. Yeah? Ahasako? Okay. Ahasko. Sure. Ahasako, a student of mine monitoring the flow of aether at Highbridge. Explain to him your quest, and he shall instruct you of the finer points of crystal harvesting. Okie dokie then. Where is... That's not the way out. Where is the way out? There's the way out. I specifically and explicitly said, no Ahriman. 9. Oh. Not the button I wanted to press. There we go. Much better. Walking in the wrong direction. Paying attention is hard. Okay. so High Bridge is up there. Yeah. You know what? Oh, wow. Okay. Still doing okay? It's still choppy a little. I don't know why I do this to myself. Just stick with what you know, SK. Just stick with what you know. Okay. There's an NPC here named Ermagerd. You know what? That's... I respect that. From my understanding, the people who translated this into English did leave a couple of Easter eggs in here that were cute. I mean, considering that some of the achievement names are actually really good. For some reason, I have one in the back of my head, and now it just completely went blank. But it was involving getting the achievements with the Amalja Beast Tribe. I can't remember what it was, but I really appreciated it. How many times must I make to explain myself? I am not contemplating suicide, you imbecile. I have chosen this precise position to perform scientific measurements. What we have here, a containment vessel. Why, this is the hallmark of Professor Lambert's aid. You thieving knave, I shall call for the... Oh, you say you found the man himself lent it to you. And you must have sought me out per his instruction, which means he believes me experienced enough to expound upon his explanations. At last, the recognition I so rightfully deserve. Yeah, about that. About that. 787. I'll take that. Oh, frabjous day, Kalu Kalay, that I should be chosen to guide this man. Yes, I, Hahasauko, greatest Professor of Lambert's pupils, shall see that you successfully quarry your quarry. Your timing is impeccable, in fact, for I was just preparing to procure corrupted crystals from the burning wall for my personal research. There, the devastating destruction caused by the calamities blessed us with a bounty of sublime specimens. But something tells me that not but a perfect piece will satisfy your heart's standards. In which case, you must needs descend to the deepest depths. Amidst the flowing waters and the murderous Mirror-Nights lies the most fantastic formation I've found thus far. Take this highly advanced researcher's tool and use it to separate a small fragment from the large cluster. Place it within the watered pot and bear it back to me for inspection. The path which leads from Burgundy Falls to the base of the burning wall is treacherous and terrifying, but advance with appropriate caution and you shall surely survive. Alliteration! Yeah, no, never trust a Lalafell. Never trust a Lalafell. They're some crafty bastards. I mean, to be fair, you never trust a Taru either, because they're just as bad. Okay, so down this way. Okay. It's actually... Oh, God. Okay, I may actually have to turn off this light, because it's making it kind of difficult to see what I'm doing. This? Nope, that has done absolutely fuck all. Am I going in the right direction? I'm still going in the right direction, right? Hold up. Hold up. I don't know if that helped or hurt. I don't really know. We're gonna try it though. This place is fucking gorgeous though. God, I love the way this game looks. I mean, oh, excuse me. It's so high fantasy. Oh, where is the way down? Like that. Oh. This game's map is stupid. I remember that part. I walked in the wrong direction. Okay, so we go this way. And then we sort of... Oh, I remember. We kind of loop-de-doodle down. I remember now. And to be fair, I don't really feel bad for kind of missing where this thing is, because I'm pretty sure it's almost like a rite of passage at this point for everyone to miss the way down. Like, every single player probably misses this the first time, because they're just like, what the fuck am I looking at? I don't know. Don't know what you're looking at, but it's something, I suppose. Walking in the wrong direction. There it is. That's right. I knew it existed somewhere. Somewhere. Down we go. This place is gorgeous looking. Like, look at this. Take a second and just... fact. Look at this shit. Look at how gorgeous this place is. My brain has a little trouble parsing that up means up in the analog stick. Like, look at the reflections. Look at how pretty it is. Okay, let's get to the destination. I could remount, but I'm not going to. Because this area is pretty. And notice, even me turning off reshade, it does not change the bloom effect, really, in any measurable way. It just makes it prettier. Okay, so let's quarry the mall, shall we? Let's put the warded pot in... No, wait, put the crystal in the warded pot. There's something directly behind me. Do not attack me. Don't mess with me, Ramiro Knight. Oh, I just realized I'm only 2 levels above him. That's slightly... I was about to say... Wait, what was I going to say? I was trying to say terrifying. Yeah, there we go. That's what I was going to say. I was going to say terrifying. I was trying to say terrifying and horrifying at the same time. It's terrifying. You know, sort of the same thing. You don't think about it that much. From a more, like, RP perspective, I wonder how somebody mapped all this out. You know somebody had to die to even get to this point, because how the hell do you find your way out of a place like this? Not the way I wanted to go. Where am I going? Wait, where am I going? I'm going the wrong way. Shit, I was going the right way. Hold up. Still not the way I want to go. Ah! Place is a hellhole. Yeah, right? This place is gorgeous. I'm just like, whoa. There are plenty of places like that. Like, Mordona did kind of the same thing as well, where all the different crystal formations are. And all of the, like, the artifacting in the sky and shit like that. It's amazing looking. This game is so gorgeous. Nope. I don't know if it's ever going to not feel weird to be playing this. Windowed at 1440. I'm not going the right way. Nope. Then again, I remember going through here, because, I mean, I got to level 50 back when A Realm Reborn was still a thing. I mean, I quit almost immediately afterwards because I wasn't fate grinding other classes to level 50. You're fucking insane. I see you come galloping back. Have you the crystal then? What a prodigiously large and lovely crystal. Professor Lambert will doubtlessly chortle at joy when you present it to him in person. Oh, and upon your return, do remember to recount how I helped you with your harvesting? Yes, of course. Oh, wait a minute. Buttons are hard. Yes, I'm just going to teleport back rather than actually just spend 45 seconds running back because I'm lazy. Wait, where are we going? Going over here? Wait, where are we going? Oh, I remember where he is now. Okay. I remember as she runs in the opposite direction of where she needs to go. That's fine. Hey, Lambert. My keen scholar senses tell me you've obtained a corrupt crystal. Am I correct? Man, my eyes hurt, man. My eyes were perfectly fine all day, and the moment I sat down and started playing this, my head started hurting. If you would grant me a moment to examine the crystal... Ah, it is as if you desired. The corrupted crystal overflowing with wind-aspected aether. Remind me, for what purpose did you intend to use this crystal again? What? To breach a barrier comprised of wind-aspected aether? Oh dear, that may prove problematic, as the crystal will only serve to strengthen the barrier. Of course. I suppose I'm at fault for not inquiring as to your objectives from the start. Had I known your intent, I would have never sent you to Hahasako. But what is science if not trial and error? And you can truly say that this failure has taught you nothing. I'm going to punt you like a football. Think, man. Now you understand the methods necessary to safely collect a corrupted crystal. You would doubtless have no difficulty doing so once more. What's more, the crystal you collected can serve as an invaluable resource for the ethereal studies conducted by the students of Baldessian. You've heard of them? Well, I don't mean to boast, but I have a professional relationship with the organization. Not as equals, of course. I would never be so bold as to claim that level of expertise. Are you all right? Your eyes seem to have glazed over for a moment. Yeah. Anyway, I shan't keep you from your task. You still have a corrupted crystal to find. Yes, indeed. Indeed I do. I kind of feel bad for this guy for constantly just sitting down and standing up, sitting down and standing up. But then again, he's kind of a pompous ass, so maybe I'm okay with it after all. Corrupted crystals of sufficient size and strength are not all that common, I fear. Fortunately, one of my other students, Kana, seems to have discovered another promising site at Eastern Lenosha. Wait, that's not correct. Eastern Lenosha was where she was nearly killed when wandering too close to an Imperial castrum. Haha, now that made for an amusing anecdote. Yeah, I imagine. It was Western Lenosha, Pharaoh Cirrus of the Isles of Umbra, to be precise. I can't recall her exact reasoning, something to do with one of Dalamut's talons or some such nonsense. From what I can say for certain is that she's still at Ailport attempting to gain access to the Isles. Why not travel there and see if Kana's inquiries bear fruit? If you can look past the crass and violent ways of the local pirates, you might find your time there to be quite pleasurable. Oh, and do not forget to take your makeshift warded pot, lest you think you unprepared for the task. Ah, yes, of course. Of course! Let me take my chamber pot to, like, corrupted-ass lands and shit. And that way, only then will we be truly prepared. Clearly. Rinky Poo. Okay, so where am I going? Who am I talking to? Who's over here? Also, fun fact. This song is a remix of the original Lenosha area theme. And it makes me happy. I love the fact that they continued this theme elsewhere, because I love the original Lenosha music. I love that shit. In fact, I liked it more than the Thanalan one, which was also really good. Corrupted crystals. Sir, I have no interest in being the butt of your joke, so if you know the reason to address me, kindly leave me be. No, I've got my chamber pot. Well, I'll be damned. Professor Lambert did send you. Beg your pardon, it seems I've got off on the wrong foot. I'm Kana, greatest of the professor's pupils, which is doubtless why he bid me seek you out. Yeah, about that. Indeed, I am an accomplished scholar with an extensive background in... Oh gosh, just listen to me prattle on and on. I must have gotten this introduction a dozen times by now. Ba-ba-doo, ba-da-doo, ba-doo. Do-ba-da-doo, da-doo, la-doo, da-doo. It's supposed to be an extension of limbs, but I mean... Da-da-da-da-da. So that theme is actually the original... Was the original, Lenosha theme when you ran around. And I loved it. Like, that little... I mean, it's kind of a mix between two. That's what I mean. It's like an arrangement. It's a remix of, the Limsa and the Lenosha theme. And it makes me happy. Alright. Let me upgrade my pants. They are now red. Wonderful. As I told the professor in my many missives, I believe that the area surrounding Pharaoh Cirrus is replete with corrupted crystals of exceptional strength. Unfortunately, I have yet to test my hypothesis if all access to the Isles of Umbra is prohibited at present. For reasons unknown to me, you see, my attempts to acquire this information are often met with annoyance and disdain. It's rather puzzling, since I always take time to explain my motivations in great detail to the subjects of my questioning. Yeah, I can't imagine why they don't want to listen to you. Mayhap you had better luck wrestling information from these yellow jackets. I've all but given up at this point. We tried offering them a beer. Where the fuck is this person? Where? Oh, wait. Do I do that? Is that really the only way on here? Is to just jump? Oh, I guess the door... Oh, nope, nope, that door... Okay, I guess you actually just literally jump onto there. Okay, that's cool. Oh, you startled me. Don't you know better than to sneak up on a person at a time like this? Well, with this fatuous gossip of spirits and specters haunting the Isles of Umbra? Just because I know it's nonsense doesn't make it any less frightening. Okie dokie, so... Is this like Scooby time? We getting some like Scooby snacks going on here? You... This is fucking cool. I love this game. It makes me so happy. You keen on traveling to the Isles of Umbra? Bloody hells, laddie. You drunk or just crazy? Ain't nothing there but death, death, and more death. I mean, yes, I am crazy, and yes, I'm keen to find more death, death, and more death, because apparently I'm a crystal hoarder, and I'm guarded by, you know, the land god of this region, and she wants me to collect this crystal, so damn it, I'm collecting this crystal. You know, mission from God, Blues Brothers style. There we go. The Isles of Umbra. What interest have you in that godforsaken place? Ever since we were forced to abandon Pharaoh Sirius, the Isles have become naught more than a graveyard for ships unable to navigate the shores, and a purgatory for the souls dragged down to the depths with them. That sounds like just a rip-roaring good time. So glad I'm on this quest. Yep. I'm so happy I learned how to do this. Makes playing with controller all the better. Yeah. 360. La da da la da dum ba dum ba la la da da ba boom ba la dum ba la la dum ba boom doomy doom. Really? Infested with the undead, you say? That is a very, very interesting development. Excuse me for a moment while I gather my thoughts. Yeah. Gathering your thoughts. That's a nice way of saying that you're probably, like, internally shitting your pants right now. Worry not, my friend. I've given your findings some thought, and I've concluded all this talk of spirits is not more than local folklore. As for all the travel to the Isles of Umbra is restricted, well, mayhap it's considered too dangerous owing to the abandonment of Pharaoh Sirius. Yes, well, anyway, while you're questioning these yellow jackets, I paid a visit to the local pub. Even an esteemed scholar like myself enjoys dulling her wits on occasion. It was here that I heard tale of a man named Skirfrin, who was recently detained after returning from, wait for it, the Isles of Umbra. This is the first I've heard of someone actually traversing to and from there, so I'm curious as to how he obtained permission. Mind having a chat with him in my stead? He was arrested after all, so I'm somewhat reticent to approach him myself. Good lord. Not the button I wanted to press. Excuse me? What I thought. Run here, talk to this person. Run back here, talk to that person. Like, from a lore standpoint, I understand why they're saying it, because she's like, he's a dirty criminal, and I don't associate myself with dirty criminals, so can you associate with the dirty criminal on my behalf so I can keep my esteemed reputation intact? Yada, yada, yada. Having said that, you can walk the 50 freaking feet and talk to this dude yourself. Come on now. I have to go back. She calls for me, sings to me. Tell Momodi I'm sorry. Give him this. He was right. Or you could release me. Yes, release me. I will go to her. Let me go to her. Oh yeah, that doesn't sound like that's going to be an issue at all. Doesn't sound like brainwashing in the slightest. Hello, Kagu. How are you doing today? So I go back to Kana. Reiterate the fact that this place is covered in haunted ghosts and sirens and shit like that. And she's gonna be like, nah. We good. We Gucci. Everybody here is clearly lying. My truth substitutes everybody else's reality, so suck it. We're going anyway. Yeah? I'm guessing that's where we're going with this? What did Skyfrim have to say? That's not terribly helpful. I couldn't care less how much he misses his favorite bar wench. But what was that about a man named Imadoa? Wait, I know that name. That's the bastard who grabbed my ass the other day at the pub. Well, if you want to give him that, my feather be my guess. I'm not going anywhere near him in his wandering hands. Yeah. Does he work at Blizzard by chance? Alright. Alright, Memedoa. Another initiate, are you? No? Then what are you? Speak up, son. I can't hear you. Bugger me. It's not what I think. Is that what I think it is? Nah, it couldn't be. You found this, you say? Where'd you say you found it? Skiffrin, you say, was hoping to have a word with him at the lad, but it sounds like there's naught left twixt his ears. He was supposed to help patch up if they were serious. He was. Company sent me to supervise the lot of them. Weren't getting work done on their own, see? Half of them walked off, half of them ran off, and half of them up and vanished. Wait, what? What's that? You be looking for passage to the Isles of Umbra? Why didn't you say so? I've been thinking of dispatching someone to take a look at behalf of the old Memedoa. See how the land lies. Ain't nobody been interested in here till you came a-calling. Whole port's up in arms about spirits and so forth. If I had the guild, I'd hire some sellswords and let 'em sort it out. But you'll do in a pinch, you will. Show this parchment to the skipper and he'll let you see and get you back. I mean, okay. Walked uphill in the snow both ways, I did. I'd whip their ass if I'd have to. Sure enough. Okay, Isles of Umbra. Excuse me? Oh, I gotta talk to Kana first. Right. Wait, why do I have to talk to Kana first if I'm supposed to be talking to the fairy dude? Who gives a fuck if she wants to come? I know what I need to get. I know what I need. Ner. Okay. Alright, lady, what do you want from me? But you wouldn't have had a word with Memedoa. I hope the valuable time you saw fit waste amount. Really? Why is everyone in this game like a total asshole? You mean that disgusting creature was Skiffrin's superior? I find that hard to believe. But the writ of passage does appear to be genuine, so it must be true. I must say it is a relief to work with such an industrious man as you. I look forward to hearing of the discoveries you make of the Isles of Umbra without me. Jesus Christ. Fine, fine. I fail to see the justification for dragging me along on your journey, but if you insist, I will go as well. Why? Why am I insisting that we go other than to troll her? But 12 is my witness. If you leave me behind to be devoured by some horrid abomination, I shall come back to haunt you. Wait, I thought you said she didn't believe all this shit, and now she does? Woman, y'all gotta make up your mind. Wait, what? Bethesda celebrates 10 years of the Elder Scrolls with a new anniversary. Wait, there's another... Why? Why is there... It can't be a 10-year edition of the Skyrim whatever the fuck, because they've released like 18 editions. They've released the anniversary edition on every year. Like, what are you talking about? Alright then, climb aboard. We going to the Isles of Umbra, where we gonna get killed by a bunch of monsters, we are. This doesn't seem all that bad. I'm not saying I'd like to build a summer home here, but oh, the hell's with it. Here, take your pot and go on without me. You've harvested corrupted crystals before, right? So is it as though you require my assistance? Speak to the man guarding the gate. He'll sure let you in. Now, if you'll leave, please excuse me. I mean, to be fair, she's smart for running. She's like, nope, screw this, I'm out. All right, David, talk to me. Beg your pardon, sir, but how did you come here? Access at this island is currently restricted. I got my magical chamber pot. An old pot? I'm not sure I follow. Oh, I see. You wish to harvest a corrupted crystal. Sorry, friend, but you may have to return empty-handed. What? Excuse me? The writ master Memedoa gave you may grant you access to the island, but only authorized personnel may proceed past this point. Why, you ask? Just look up and see for yourself. I don't know what I see. I see the ass of a giant angry cat man. What? When the giant mass of crystal struck the lighthouse, it caused severe damage to both the structure and the machinery within the once powered the beacon. Contrary to what the small folk would have you believe, the fires of Pharaoh Sirius were not the product of mage's thaumaturgy or a colossal arcane bomb, but an elaborate contraction fueled by ethereal energy. So it's a fire pit? Repairs are still ongoing, but if anyone guessed when they'll be complete. What's worse, all work has ceased since the rumors of the Walking Dead drove off our entire crew. Not that those rumors are incorrect. I've observed the fiends from a distance at the ship graveyard from the south. What's drawn them to their shores is still a mystery, though. I'll make you a deal, Garin, to help me unravel this mystery, and I'll bring you your corrupted crystal. In fact, I should begin searching for one that satisfies your requirements. As for where you begin to inquire into the situation, it just so happens that a party of 3 adventurers came ashore not long ago seeking to scavenge valuable trinkets at the ship graveyard. I'd be surprised if they knew nothing of the undead infestations. It might behoove you to question them. Okie dokie, then. The utter silence of this area is actually a little bit unsettling. Wait, they added fishing? They re-released Skyrim for the 18,000th time because they wanted fishing. Okay, sure, whatever. Congratulations, it's now 2005. Every game since 2005 that's done anything open world has had fishing in it. You saw them too, right? Dead people just shambling about without a care in the world, except when they do seem to care, that is, they start shuffling towards the water. Okay. Lewis? God, it's that voice, that single fleeting verse. I can still hear it. Stay clear of the southern shore, friend. It took every ounce of my strength to resist. It's all there for the taking. 5 bleeding years worth of wrecks in their cargo, but those queer dead, though. And that voice. Actually, the voice was quite nice. Yeah, nope, nope. Nope. I know old tales. I know sirens. Mm-mm. Nope, nope, nope. Nope, nope, nope. Nope, 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 nope. This talk of an alluring voice is disturbingly familiar, as if... But that's impossible. They're all dead, aren't they? I don't know, are they? Didn't I just do a quest called History Repeating? But if they have returned, that would mean... I'll beg your pardon, I was just, thinking about something. Which reminds me, I received word that Master Memodoa will be arriving any moment. Apparently he grew tired of waiting for the lanky young lad with the 1,000-yalm stare to return, which I'm assuming means you. But I'm lanky? Really? Okay. Don't know what sort of arrangement you have, but you should probably go and explain yourself. Sure. Alright. Alright, Mimi, what do you got for me? What's been keeping you in this shit ain't getting any younger, you know. Here's some honey-voiced harlot's been calling out the folk that wandered near the ship graveyard, and it stirred up the dead and all. Bloody hell, this takes me back to the days of cannon boys sailing under old Mistbeard. But they wouldn't dare, would they? Not after the lesson we learned them last time. They bloody would, though, wouldn't they, brazen old biddies? Some folks said that the first purge would be the last, but I knew deep down in me bones as the day would come. Come it has. I'd bet it be... What the fuck? I'd bet me bum is a signs behind all of this. Nay, not one of them sanguine variety, is it? Speaking the other kind. Them what's got them feathers and no sailors a watery grave with their sweet, sweet song. Oh, but don't end there. No, drowning's just a start. See, even in death, a man stays bound to the beast, forced to do her bidding till his corpse can't do it no more. Is a fate I wouldn't wish on me worst enemy. Except maybe in drink, and I'd regret it after that. Anyway, 'tis up to us to stop this hell's-born hussy before she takes another soul. Hussy, cool. Of course, we can't send you marching off to war without these. Simon don't have no power, man that can't hear his song. Just lucky for you, I carry a spare pair, and lucky for us both that I carry a superstitious old side, eh? Well, she ain't coming to us, so we best head over to her. There's a strict graveyard, and this shit. Got some mere plugs. Isn't that literally the name of the last quest I did? History Repeating? Okie dokie then. Blood, 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 blood. Blump, blump, blump. My dude looks like a pimp, though. I'm walking in a wall. It's fine. Fine. Place is definitely got the atmosphere, though. Also, I'm realizing that I'm starting to catch up in, they're really catching up in levels now. I'm gonna have to... Shit. Hold up. Fuck you, Skelly Man. I mean, that was a cool little, like, jump animation thing, but I definitely wasn't trying to do it. Wait by the campfire. Alright, let's go. Let's get some killing going. Wait. Probably not something you should say. Still. Never trust a Lalafell. I'm beginning to wonder if some slab bugger ain't spun us a yarn here. I love the animations in this game. It's so good. Quiet, do you hear that? It's her. By the way, rock organs? Good. I really wish I could just hear this. If I could find this sound file somewhere of just this sort of rock organ on loop, because it's so good. Look! Out of the water, she's come! This shit, she's come! Sup? How's it going? Quick, lad, shoving plugs in your ears and get ready for a fight. As soon as she realizes you're deaf to her ditty, she'll call her thaws and we'll be up to our neck in corpses for if you know it. Sup? Hither embrace, mine everything, all. Oh! Ain't gonna work. Do. Defeat the siren's thralls. Can do. You die. And then you. I love this background music. It's so good. AoE them all down. Oh, hey, there's actually AoE directly below me. Probably something I should be paying attention to. Did you just heal him? Bitch? I didn't even know she could do that. What? Oh, I'm not capped. I just realized that I'm not... Usually it's level 46 is when it caps you, yeah? Why? I don't know why. Why are you here? Why are any of us here? Oh, that's a captain. Okay. Oh, that says charmed. What is a charm? I don't know. Maybe we'll find out eventually in the next episode of Dragon Ball Z. I do so love the way my giant angry cat man looks. Melody, last breath, the death of death, the rhythm of death. Crypt of the Necrodancer? Somebody Crypt of the Necrodancer fan? We're gonna be playing some Denny B going on out here. I'd be down. That's definitely one way to a man's heart is through... Oh, shit. There was a... I wasn't paying attention. That's my B. I just realized my dude has his collar popped. Look at this. He's just like, what? And what? Come on, lady. Oh, I don't want to stand into that. Okay. Good to know. I'm glad you have the opportunity to work your way up the ladder for some big money. Because you sure as fuck probably weren't getting that at Amazon. Not without selling your soul in the process. Get out of my way, bitch! Oh, you're still alive? Can't have that. Thank you. No more dark eclipse the heart. Total eclipse of the heart. Fun fact: the song "Total Eclipse of the Heart" was actually based on the Nosferatu the musical. It was literally a song about vampire love, and that makes the song 500% better. It makes me so happy to have learned that. Am I alright? Heh, I'm better than that in this shit. Happy as a sailor in a whorehouse, I am. Really? Okay. Of course, I'd be happy as a sailor with 2 horses. Watch this if we've been gutted to songstress, but can't have everything, can you? She'll not come around here, then go. Not for a while, anyway. And if she does, well, we know we're due, don't we? Thanks for the help. Bugging me. I clean forgot your name. Remind me. Garin? Don't recall having known this shit by that name. But if you're not me old maid, what's name? Well, you've been so bloody helpful. I never mind be seeing you, lad. Sure. That's true. That's true. Like, money don't mean nothing if you're fucking miserable. Hence why I no longer work at the previous job I had for like 8.5 years. And I worked from a... I walked away from a pretty good salary. We're talking like almost 60 grand a year. Like, that's not easy to walk away from, but it was like either I did that or I was just probably going to end up dead because I was just not... It was just not a good place to be, unfortunately. At least for myself, anyway. It just ended up not being the best idea, unfortunately. So, here I am. Rock you like a hurricane. You mean it was a siren? But how were you able to resist her song? I see. I had heard that Master Momoa was involved in the first purge, but I never actually... Having survived an ordeal like that, I can't blame him for carrying earplugs around with him. Anyway, I have something for you. The corrupted crystal you wanted, safely sealed within the pot, just as you requested. Please, take it with my compliments. Sure thing. Why am I mounting up to around 50 feet? Because I freaking can, and I can do that. Yep. No, wait, no. Yep. There we go. Hop on. Yes, please, and thank you. We're going to scooch out the way. Get the hell off of the undead-infested hellhole. So we can go back and probably fight Garuda. Because reasons demand it, I suppose. Oh, it's you. Welcome back, Garin. You're looking remarkably hale, I must say, and more importantly, alive. You are alive, aren't you? No, I'm going to eat your face at the earliest convenience. What the hell do you think? Aha, the conquering hero returns bearing a gift. Might I have a closer look? Impressive. Very impressive indeed. Yes, I think we'll be quite pleased with this specimen. Congratulations, Garin. Seldom if I have ever encountered a corrupted crystal composed of such a volatile overabundance of fire-aspected ether. What? You wanted a corrupted crystal... Wait, you wanted a corrupted crystal component of ice-aspected ether to counteract the effects of the raging wind? Haha. Well, this specimen won't help you there. Anyone who knows anything about the elements can tell you that. You'll just have to keep looking, I suppose. I'm sorry, what? Can I throw this woman into the sea? Don't fret, now I know exactly where corrupted crystal component of ice-aspected ether. An associate of mine in Gridania has been studying the effects of one crystal on living beings. Eh? What's with that expression? I thought you'd be pleased to hear this news. It's not another wild dodo chase, I assure you. And what's even better is that this time you needn't use the warded bot of yours to protect yourself from the crystal's energies. Hayden's findings suggest this one is quite safe. Why, you ask? Well, let's just say he's undergone a unique process that has rendered such precautions unnecessary. Anyway, do not let me keep you. It's been a pleasure. Come back and see me sometime, alright? Absolutely not. Never. No. Absolutely not. Fuck off. I will loathe the day that I have to talk to you again. Fuck you. See you tomorrow. Okay, where am I? Okay, so I gotta go to Gridania. Yeah, actually, you know what? You know what? I'm doing my goddamn level 45 quest. I'm doing my Dragoon quest first. Fuck these people. I'm getting sweet gear first. Yeah, that's about roughly where I was. You know, I was making roughly, if not more than $20 an hour where I was before, but it's just... And the sad thing is, it wasn't even that I hated the job. It was just that physically and mentally, there was no way that... There was no work-life balance, basically. You know, I enjoyed the job, but there comes a point where it's like... You can't live for a job anymore, especially when it's been made abundantly clear that that job will just let you work yourself to death. And if outright expect you to work yourself to death, because that's the nature of the job. I'm like, I don't want to die for my job. So, you know, it's one of those, like, you got a choice to make and you gotta make it. You know, there are people who make that choice where they will work themselves to death for a job, and it's, you know, they make good money, but money and everything. I mean, what I learned is that I saved up a lot of money in those few years that I worked there with that kind of a pay, but also I never was able to spend it. Wasn't able to do anything with it. You know, I mean, it saved my ass now. I have money saved up now because of it, but it's also like, what's the point of having all that money if you can't fucking do anything with it? You're working so much that you're just so tired all the time that the amount of time that you have off is you're just sleeping. Like, what the hell is the point? Impeccable timing, Garin. A message arrived from Estinian but moments ago. Much to my astonishment, he would trade words with us and bid us meet him at Boulder Downs. As to his true intentions, I cannot say. It may well be a trap, but we must go nonetheless. I trust I can count upon your company. Yes, I trust that you can count upon my company. Yep. 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 And that's how Amazon was. Yeah, that's what I hear. And it's unfortunate, because like, it's a very successful business, but when you take the human element out of it and you treat everybody like robots, like, you know, your product's gonna end up suffering. Yeah, you can replace people, but, I mean, there's a reason the phrase human capital exists in business. It's because humans, you know, they are a resource to be utilized, and if you expend them, wastefully, you're going to run out of that resource eventually, at which point you either have to make changes or you fall apart. See Blizzard. My heart breaks, man. I loved Blizzard games. I thought that the stuff was so cool, and it turns out they're just absolute, complete, reprehensible shitbags start to finish, and it's just like, well. Oh, you're higher level than me. Our fight will be legendary. Oh, shit. It's been a long, long while since I've fought something that's actually even level that did not require me to be synced down. Ow! Quit it! How dare you! Good sir. Yeah, that's pretty much where I was too. Minus the pills, because I didn't actually see a psychiatrist, but I was in that same sort of, I was just like, I can't, like, there's a point where it's like, you can't, you gotta take care of your mental health, like, ain't no matter, money ain't gonna help you if you're dead, basically is what it amounts to. It's unfortunate, and I even went back to my old job for a few months last peak season, and it was a mistake. Like, I sprained my knee, strained my shoulder, ruined my mental health. Like, I can't go back there. It's just not going to happen. Okay. So, double Dragoon time. Sup? His armor's so fucking badass looking, man. I mean, got PS3 jaggies, but still. Greetings, master. It has been too long. Estinian, end this folly at once. You must know that each second the eye passes outside Ishgar's walls brings us closer to a repeat of the tragedy of 20 summers past. Surrender yourself and the eye. Surrender yourself and the eye and return with me to Ishgar before it is too late. Ah, but it is already too late, master, for you see Nidhogg is already awakened. What? Hear me, master. You have mistaken the cause of the dragon's return. The eye is not to blame. A premonition came to me by virtue of the dragon within, warning me that the great worm would soon rouse. Even as he slumbered, Nidhogg seethed with irrepressible rancor for the wound of 20 years ago. That rancor would send him flying as a speeding arrow to Ishgard, whereupon death and devastation would ensue. But there is a possible solution, where the eye is taken to a remote land far from the Holy See. Then, and only then, could destruction be averted and the lives of innocent Ishgardians be spared. Oh, so he's not being like a total asshole. He's actually leading the dragon away so that way he could basically be a sacrificial lamb. Okay. Alright. So he's not a total douche canoe. Cool. You mean to make a bait of yourself? Nay, there is more to this than you let on. You seek vengeance for Ferndale. To me, the two are one and the same. You know my past better than any else. It was for no other reason to avenge my family that I became a dragoon. Dragoons long outlive men and do not soon forget the wrongs done them. What grudge they harbor burns a fire in their hearts, over the time swelling in unquenchable inferno. You need only look back in history and see that Nidhogg grows stronger with each awakening. When last he darkened our skies, the Great Worm came within a hair's breadth of laying with Ishgard. Not short of death will prevent him from completing his mission when he next wakes. Nidhogg took everything from me. Now he shall take everything from him, even if it means my life. The Eye works in ways men can ill comprehend, but this much is plain. In choosing 2 Azore Dragoons in one generation, this means for us to join together in common cause. Adventurer, you have heard my resolution. Now I ask that you lend me your power. The power of the dragon. In the long and proud history of Ishgard, never before have 2 Azore Dragons risen to the same era to fight as one. This is our best, nay, our only chance at sending the Great Worm to eternal slumber. I mean, alright. Do I get sweet armor out of it? Behold my armor. Fuck yes! This is the Draken Mail, forged in the lifeblood of dragons. As blood calls to blood, so too does the armor call to the dragon within, redoubling the wearer's strength thereby. If you would realize your potential as an Azore Dragoon, you must needs clad yourself in the same. Clad so, you will inherit the technique passed from Azore Dragoon to Azore Dragoon, down through the generations. Then, and only then, will your training be complete. But first, you must win the Draken Mail as I and Sir Albrecht did before you. By proving yourself worthy in the ultimate trial of the Azore, a series of battles so harrowing as to send an unworthy to an early demise. Master, once the adventurer acquires the armor, pray see that he learns to harness the power of the dragon in full. Estinian, wait! Save your worries. I do not mean to make myself easy prey for dragons. I take my leave of you. And he just pieces out. To go and walked out. Yeah, basically. I didn't actually walk out on my last stint in my old job. And to be fair, the only reason I didn't just drop my keys and walk out of the building was because I knew I would have worried everybody else in the building that actually gave a shit. So I basically put in, it was like the following Friday, so I gave them like 9 days to figure out what the hell to do, because it was basically just like, you know, I was doing it for them, so that way they wouldn't get completely screwed. But I straight up told them, I'm like, I'm done. Like, I will do what I can to help you, but as far as the upper management's concerned, like, fuck them. Like, I will help you guys, but they don't deserve anything more from me than they've already taken. Like, I'm done. I'm done. And I actually went back to visit them the other day. I needed something from that store. Chatted up old times, and I miss them. I miss the people there so much. There were so many good people that work there, but you know, all it takes is 1 or 2 people at the top, you know, to just ruin something that may be good, and I'm not doing it. Like, fuck them. Fuck them! I miss the people, though. Estinian. Forgive me. I was deep in thought. Now then is to acquire the armor which Estinian spoke. At first, it was my intention to bequeath mine own armor to you. I am an Azore Dragoon no longer, and its powers are wasted upon me. It was simple enough to hand it over to you and complete your training here and now. But it is as Estinian said, the dragon armor is no ordinary set of mail. Its strength derives from the dragon blood whence it came, the blood's power resonating with the soul of the wearer. Though I can no longer draw upon mine own armor's power, it is bound to me its bond to me was forged years ago, where I bestow it to you, if it would offer a scintilla of the protection it afforded me in the bygone days. Aye, Estinian has the right of it. You must claim your armor as he did, and as he and I did before you. You must complete the trials of the Azore, that the powers of the dragon blood be yours and yours alone. The ogre's belly will be where your final test begins. I shall dispatch to Brucemont there and seek him out upon your arrival. Giant angry kitties! They are the best! Giant angry kitties kick ass! By the way, there's a snowman. He's adorable. Let's hop out that way. This zone is gorgeous. I heard you like snow zones, but I put snow zones in your snow zone so you can snow zone while you snow zone. I know what Ishgard looks like, generally speaking. I know it's at least partially a frozen over wasteland. It's not entirely because, you know, the Calamity blew a bunch of shit up and all that good stuff. I haven't gotten far into Heavensward, by the way. I literally, like, got through the intro, saw the Ishgard area. And again, I was sort of like, I was kind of fuzzy on certain details, even after watching Asmongold go through it and kind of get the cliff notes. There was still a lot of details that I forgot. So I'm like, you know what? I need to still kind of replay it and actually pay attention this time. I mean, it's what happens when you blow shit up, right? Honestly, there is a one zone that I kind of messed around with. And by messed around with, I mean I just got there. I hopped off the airship or whatever the fuck. And it reminded me a lot of Nagrand. And that's pretty much all I'll say. Beautiful, though, but reminded me of Nagrand. So let me go to the Ogre's Belly, which sounds like a really, wonderful and fascinating place to go. Let's just put it that way. Because I want my armor. Back off. Back off. Whoop. Okay. Really now? Good sir. What do you think you're doing? You dare give me cooties? Why, I will end you rightly, good sir. See? Toxins. Heat of battle. Hey! I got experience from battle. You've grown strong since we last met, adventurer, but you pale in comparison to your zoo forebears. If you would prove me wrong, let your lance do the talking. Cool. Can do. Oh, oops, I was off the, rhythm. Alright, Bousmont. Talk to me. Once again, adventurer, you prove yourself worthy beyond my expectations. Take this, but note that your trial has only just begun. Next challenge lies in the chamber beyond. The Hastien awaits you there. Hastien. Give me them pants. My pants are amazing. Yeah, and I mean, that's one of the reasons I actually started re-leveling this before Asmongold started playing, because I wanted to remember what the story was. Because there's a reason I don't beat a lot of JRPGs and just RPGs in general, is because I get distracted by something, or I'll get distracted by a bunch of side quest shit, or I'll stop playing for a few weeks and then I come back and I'm like, why? What was I doing 3 weeks ago? And either I start over from scratch again, or I'm just like, I'm never playing this again, because that's like a 60-hour investment, Final Fantasy IX. You, a foreigner, would don the Draken armor, then prove it to us that you did not dishonor us, or some shit. It's fine. Come here, buddy. Look, my man. I've fought about 15 of you on the way here. Like, I don't think this is going to end the way you expect it to. So it's nice to fight something that's actually my own level for once. You know, it's the little things in life. Doink. Doink. Doo-doo-ba-doo-ba-ba-doo-bow. Doo-doo-ba-doo-ba-ba-doo-doo-doo. Sir Alberic said that I had chosen you, and it would appear he speaks true. The armor is yours. Wear it with pride and honor. Your trial is not complete, but be forewarned. Many before you have made it this far, only to fall at the fail. Wait, no. No, that is to fall at the final challenge. Do not let overconfidence be your downfall. Something, something, it is indeed an insidious killer. Okay, so let's descend further into the dragon's colon, or whatever the fuck it is we're doing here. Are we now hitting the lower intestine? You've made it this far. Very well. Prove yourself worthy of the Azore, or die in the effort. Gigas, eh? See that? I can totally understand why somebody wouldn't vibe with it. Like, this is a very specific flavor of RPG. Like, even that as a a single-player JRPG, I imagine this being like a specific flavor. It's a really good story, but it's also... It's very slow. Like, there's a reason I started playing Guild War 2 as well, like when I get home from work and I just need to shut my brain off a little bit, and it's because, you know, this kind of combat, like, it's very story-driven, such that if you're not... I mean, like, the main quest is really just, like, go from point A to point B and listen to cutscenes, and then every so often you kill something, and then go back and run back and forth for more cutscenes, and then you do a dungeon for, like, 30 minutes, and it's cool, and then you go back to cutscenes for another, like, hour or two. So if you want the type of person where you actually want to, like, play, like, actual gameplay, running around killing stuff, then yeah, it's not going to vibe with you at all. Well, funnily enough, I hear there's something that I think they added something called New Game Plus, which is if you've completed it before, you can actually go back and replay the story. So that way, if you're not curious, you can go back and kind of, you know, get caught up again, sort of thing, which is nice. An ability to sort of replay everything without having to start over fresh is a huge thing. Again, that's why I started this character, because I think the only one that doesn't have New Game Plus as an option is A Realm Reborn. And that was, I heard that months ago, so I don't know if they actually have added that or not. They may have added it since then. You have demonstrated your powers to me beyond a doubt. Aye, there is not an Ishgardian who would gainsay your right don the armor of dragons. I shall send word to Sir Albrecht that you have passed your trials here. It is he who will present you with the fourth piece of armor and consummate your training. Go now, my fellow dragoon, and deliver this land from the great worm's wrath. Yeah. Give me my gear, bitch. I want my gear, bitch. Can I get out of here? Is there a way out of here? Okay. Isn't, like... There is a way out of here, though, right? There is a way out of here. Okay. Because I was like, it looks like there's a path. Oh. Oh. The game design. That's good level design. Well done. I kind of wish this town had the thingy and not this. And by the thingy, I mean the Aetherite. The teleport McJig. Because I go there way more often than, oh, no, don't want to go there. Yeah. Like, so I remember them hearing that it was New Game Plus for everything except ARR. I know they've added that. And I heard that they were going to be adding ARR eventually, but I guess it's a matter, maybe it's because it's so much longer than everything else. Maybe it was that they were waiting to shorten everything, like they were getting all of the story pruning done first before they started it. I really don't know. I haven't looked it up, but apparently that is a way to replay the story. Which, admittedly, if I had known that it... Well, the thing is, yeah, but I had no ARR, so I couldn't... At the time, I couldn't redo it. But if that had existed, I would have done that on my quote-unquote main character versus starting a new character over, she says, knowing that she would have rolled a new character anyway because giant angry cat man! Woo! I mean, I'm an altaholic, so I know full well that I would have leveled something just to 50. I've got a bunch of characters at 50 now that have gotten up to the point of Praetorium, I think. Because at that point, I'm like, I got the story, I got all the armor, it's pretty cool, etc., etc. And also the patch quests. They have shortened it a lot. Watching Asmongold do it, I'm like, wow, they did remove a lot of the bullshit quests. To the point where even though it's kind of annoying, it's not terrible. Like, the OG patch quests before they pruned it were fucking awful. Like, it was so bad. You have to go find fucking tea leaves to make some random ass perfume for reasons you don't know, to only find out at the end. Yeah, it's for them. I'm like, why? Why are we doing this? I have to go to, like, a fucking seamstress to pick up somebody's fucking armor when I am, like, the hero of the world because I'm now the lackey for fucking Alphanu's stupid whatever the fuck. Like, are you kidding me? Oh, so they did add original A Realm Reborn New Game Plus then? So that's actually now a thing? Then, okay, then they had to have added it when they did the quest pruning then. Because I remember it not being a thing originally. Good to know! I kind of wish... Sad face. Okay, oh well. I hear from Sir Brink... Roussemont, you've performed most impressively. Yes, I stand more convinced than ever that you will be the one to save our land. Yet be warned, Garland, one last trial awaits you. You will face this trial in the presence of not of knights, but of ghosts. Make your way towards the seal Vigil, and seek out a gravestone north and west of the structure. Take with you this flute, and when you reach the destination, blow a single strong note. Visitors shall soon arrive. Entertain your guest, and should he leave behind a present, return it here to me. Am I finding a dragon? Fuck! That was way more shrill than I wanted it to be. I am so sorry. But fuck. I gotta go up to, like, the ass crack of wherever? Sweet. Cool. Alright. So if I ever want to relive the Titan Quest line, I can just do that. That's pretty baller. But in all honesty, that's a really good... I love the fact that they added that, because that allows people who don't want to have to level a new character and go through all of the bullshit and all of the unlocks and everything to be able to just re-experience the story. That's really fucking cool, and I love that. Also, that's really good for people who want to do like Machinima and story reviews and stuff like that, to be able to go through and re-experience the full story. Again, without having to go through the unlock process, because fuck that. This seems a lot more... Seems like it's a bit more... Okay, it's not choppy. Alright, never mind. It just seemed like it had gotten choppy for some reason. I was trying to ascertain if I had clicked something that I wasn't supposed to click or something to that effect. Okay, so up in the corner. For some reason, my brain immediately went to a Santa Claus song. Up, da 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 da. Here found a good old Dragon Claus. I don't want to sing Christmas music now. Retail has ruined my... Well, that's not true. It's not ruined my joy of Christmas and Christmas music. I still love Christmas. But fuck. The stupid people who show up the week of Christmas, like, freaking out because little Timmy can't get his present anymore because he didn't plan ahead. I'm sorry your life is busy and that you didn't somehow have the time to get whatever the fuck. It's not my fault you didn't get it. No. Not my fault that the other 5,000 people who wanted to do the exact same thing as you actually did it prior to me. Absolutely nothing to do with me. I am very sorry. You have a wonderful holiday season. Allow me to be reminded of the Santa hat that I'm wearing on my head that is a reminder that I am not allowed to kill people. Santa frowns upon homicide. As an FYI, Santa does not like homicide. He's totally okay with work inequality. I mean, he's got elves working for him 24/7. I can't imagine that their paid benefits are going to be that good. Maybe he's related to Amazon. Excuse me? Hold up, hold up. Wait a minute. I'm not running. I'll run my ass back there. I thought about teleporting, but I'm not going to. I'm going to run back, because it's cool. So apparently OBS added a bunch of stuff, like a bunch of Twitch streaming options. So like I can actually see who's followed me. I can see... I actually have chat in my OBS feed now, which is actually pretty baller. Which is cool, which means that I technically don't really have to have my Twitch screen open anymore, which should hopefully help the bandwidth a little bit. Not that I've really had issues necessarily with, where'd the words go? Brain, words, sentences, where are they at? I mean, generally speaking, I haven't really had many issues with streaming regardless. At least when I'm doing it 720. I can technically stream at 1080. The problem is when I'm doing high motion and high fidelity, so stuff like this, it ends up the visual quality is not fantastic. Like I would basically need almost double the bandwidth to make it look 1080, and I think make it look good when there's high motion. Standing still, it's perfectly fine, but if I'm moving, and especially if it's very dark, it gets very blocky very, very quickly, and I would prefer it to be a little bit blurry via 720 than have it be crisp only when I'm not moving. You know what I mean? The blockiness, I think, detracts more than the blurriness. I mean, shit, I was playing a Sega Saturn game on a 4K TV, so, you know, blurriness doesn't really bother me all that much, but blockiness really, really is noticeable. Your presence before me indicates that you've seen to the visitor. Have you aught to show for your deeds? Uh-huh. Ah, the skull of Greywine, the old warrior of the Dravanian horde. It's said that in ages past, he could bring down a castle with a single breath. His strength has dwindled since those days. But a dragon past his prime is a formidable foe nonetheless. In slaying it, you've proven yourself worthy of this. You now possess 4 pieces of the armor that Estinian, myself, and our forebears did wear. While you doubtless wonder about the 5th, I can tell you that only that is not mine to give. Fear not, however, your triumph in the trials and against the dragons of the Horde. For the Horde! Give evidence to the dragon blood now resonates within yours. Yes, you stand before me, prepared for your ultimate challenge as any could be. And yet, before you proceed, I would hear it from your own lips. The Great Worm's power is the stuff of legends. Have you truly resolved to fight this battle? To risk your own life to deliver a foreign land from the clutches of its ancient foe? When you are certain that your mind is settled, return to speak to me. Of course I'm ready for it. Give me the armor. Oh, that's right. I don't have... That's right. I can't wear headgear, because giant angry cat men can't wear helmets, apparently. So you would join your strength to Estinians, that Ishgard might be free from the rage of the Great Worm forevermore. Then I shall honor my promise. You shall have full use of your powers by the time we are done. God damn it. Before we begin, there is something I must needs confess. You will recall the tale of my battle with Nidhogg 20 years past, and how the power of the dragon left me on account of the injuries I sustained. What I said was an untruth. The power did not abandon me, Garn. It was I who abandoned it. Being derived from our mortal enemies, the power of the Azore Dragoon is a double-edged sword. Even as it lends us the strength we need to smite dragons, it heightens our communion with the creatures, rendering our minds more susceptible to the seduction than ordinary men. Even as I buried my lance in Nidhogg's flesh, our gazes locked, and mine eyes met with the look that would fair impale a man. In that instant, I found myself assailed by a torrent of emotions not mine own. Sorrow, rancor, pity. They threatened to drown me, the man in me, and leave behind a dragon. Fearing that I might turn traitor, I chose to purge myself of the power that the eye had bestowed upon me. Thus, regaining lucidity, I was able to rout the grievously wounded Nidhogg. Alas, the countless of his brethren yet remained. As if to mock me, they fell upon Ferndale with a vengeance. Bereft of my power is all I could do to save but one child. Nary soul knows this. Nay, not even Estinian, but I can keep him in the dark no longer. At our last meeting, Estinian said that the protecting Ishgard and exacting revenge upon Nidhogg are as one to him. That frame of mind, I fear, may as well lead to his demise. The desire to protect and the desire to avenge are opposing forces that can ill be reconciled. Worse, the latter serves only to cloud his sense of self. When next Estinian and I meet, I intend to confess all, though it may mean the loss of his good opinion. The outcome of the coming battle and his very life may well depend upon his readiness to relinquish his powers. Never allow yourself to forget the origins of your strength. Ever does the dragon lurk behind your eyes, biding its time, ready to claim you for its own. Aught less than a complete conviction, find yourself in its vice-like clutches. So forewarned, let us return to the present endeavor. By the way, this may steal your soul, but if you're cool with that, let's move on. My promise to Estinian was that I would impart upon you the technique that will mark you as a true Azore Dragoon. If you would know the truth, however, this knowledge is not my power to bestow. No, you must claim the technique as you claim the 4th piece of the armor you bear. By proving yourself in battle with the dragons whose power you would unite with your own, I entrust you with this flute once more. Take it to the southwest of Providence Point and blow a single note. By locking wills with your adversary and prevailing, you will prove yourself worthy to champion the cause of which your lance is sworn. The dragon within you then shall awaken. You really gonna make me run back there? No, I'm gonna teleport because I'm lazy. And I have the capability. I have the technology. I want that mount. What the fuck is that? Okay, I want... Yoink. You. Okay. Oh, I have to run around, don't I? I gotta go, like, oop-de-doodle around like that, don't I? Shit. Okay. Fair enough. I'll do the loop-de-doodle as you request. Damn it. Ishgard's architecture is fucking badass, man. I know there's no way to do it, but there's a part of me that kind of wishes you could actually start a character in Ishgard. But then again, I guess that's the whole point of the Heavensward expansion, yeah. But it would be cool. But then again, there'd be... Again, but then again... That's what Heavensward is for, so literally that's why. But it would still be kind of cool, in some fashion. What's up? Alright. We jump in. They see me jumping. They hating. Something, something, something. Jumping dirty. Trying to catch me jumping dirty, I suppose. But that sounds like that would be just quite unpleasant for all parties involved. I've also run out of how many times I've made the joke of Daddy Mac will make you, but here's another one. I'm gonna be honest, I know that doesn't kill me. It just drops me to 1 HP, but every single time I do that, it just makes my stomach drop. Like, good lord. Giant angry cat man. This zone is fucking gorgeous, dude, though. I love everything about this zone. I mean, it feels cold, you know what I mean? The sound effects, the visuals, it's just, mwah, it's so good. Okay. There's really no need for me to do that, but, you know, like, doing crazy eights around this shit seems pretty cool. I mean, the game's beautiful, but you still gotta use your imagination from time to time, you know what I mean? Just imagine you're, you know, trying to slalom your chocobo through a couple of trees just because you can, really. Alright, Albrecht, what you got for me? It is good to see you safely returned. I take it from your bearing the engagement went favorably. Well, I'm not dead, so yeah. Left this place as a man, Garin, but you return as a dragon. There is no more for me to teach you. From here, your battle is yours and yours alone. Now, you might recall me saying that the fifth and final piece of the dragon armor was not mine to give. However, that is not wholly true. I could guide you in the direction of that which you seek. That said, I yet have reservations. The sheer power of the dragon housed within such a great many of your Azore forebears, myself among them, have proven hopelessly incapable of wielding it. But I do not doubt what I see. I within you has awakened a strength that forever eluded the likes of me. You are not worthy of wearing that armor, then I know none who are. Remember my warning to you, Garin, and heed it well. Nidhogg is a lord among his kind. Aught less than complete conviction, you will surely fall under his thrall. Go well. Before you can muster your foe, you must needs muster yourself. Hone your lance arm till it can bear no further honing, and then present yourself to me. When the time has come, I will tell you what you need to know. I look forward to our next meeting, my young dragoon. Hell yes! I got my awesome AoE spell. No, wait, that's not the AoE spell. Level 50 is the AoE spell. Shatterspire Dive is the jump that it should be, where it's basically a charge forward. It's amazing. Besides this? Yeah. Alrighty. Hey, what is this quest? What do you? What do you do? You have a quest for me? Nope. You were in the building. Okay. Excuse me, Mr. Building, sir. Do you have a quest for me? Dark place that only adventure may illume and Sir Carliot. I've heard much of your doings, and I think you the man for this task. To the west is Zommel Darkhold. Was meant to serve as a new keep of Lord Zommel, ever a house Durandare. Ever a friend, that is. But before the masons and carpenters could complete their work within the caves, hordes of Voidset appeared and drove them out. In the years since, the creatures have consolidated their presence. As such, we officially petition your assistance in reclaiming the Darkhold. All arrangements have been made. You need only give your assent to speak with Sir Ophi and the Ingress. If you are with us, she will tell you what you need to know. Oh, cool. Dungeons. Baller. Wait a minute. Beauty Finder. Which ones have I not done? I have not done Halatali. I have not done the Sunken Temple of Karn. So basically, even if I don't hit... Because I know at level 46 is the sort of threshold when it jumps from level 46 to level 49. But even if that happens, there's a few dungeons where I can totally, very, very easily make those 3 levels up. Which is why I'm not all that bothered by getting all of these extra dungeons and stuffs. Yup. This area is gorgeous, especially at night. Though I'm sure I would not enjoy it because, you know, I'd actually freeze to death. Like actual, you know, hypothermia and shit. So, Opheline, Welcome to Zammel Darkhold, built to withstand the Dravanian employees and plans. These were natural caves behind me until House Zammel began to enlarge, connect, and fashion them into a stronghold. Alas and alack, the void sent struck, interrupting the work. Alas! In the confusion, Garleans infiltrated the keep. Alack! All in all, 'twas a fine mess. The Garleans were eventually forced into retreat, of course, but the void sent remain, and so the fortress goes uncompleted, a home for abominations. Woe was us! Yet with the War of the Dragon rages, and we have no nights to spare for this noble mission. Even I'm here strictly on a very long tea time arranged by Sir Carlout. Please see to these abominations, Sir Adventurer. Sir, I have much prowess with the paperwork should you require aid of that sort. Alright. Giggity. Okay, so I've opened up that dungeon. That's pretty cool. You know what? Let's go back to Gridania. Let's talk to a giggity. And I may be calling it shortly after that. Just because I don't want to actually get too deep into it. Into another story thread. Where is my dude at anyway? He's up in Old Gridania. Yeah. Because I'm trying to... So, long story short, I'm trying to stream a couple of times a week, which clearly has worked so well so far, given the fact that I've been trying to stream once a week for the past several months and have not really consistently managed that. But I'm thinking that if I... Because, I mean, the large reason I haven't is because my schedule at work is so volatile that in a lot of cases I don't really know for sure what I'm working the following week until, like, Saturday. So I don't really know what I'm working next week, and I'm not really going... I have an idea, but I don't know what it's actually going to be until, like, Saturday afternoon. So I figure if I try to do it 2 or 3 times a week and maybe do it for, like, a couple of hours, you know, not any sort of, like, long marathon stream, but maybe, like, a couple of hours, you know, after I get off of work or something like that, if I have the time, then maybe I can do it more often. Because I enjoy it. I just have to figure out how to make it work and not, you know, want to die in the process. Greetings and salutations, Master Worldbreaker, I presume. Kana informed me of your adventures in Aleport. Terribly sorry about the misunderstanding, though as Professor Lambert is fond of saying, no action taken in the name of science is ever truly wasteful. To the matter at hand, corrupt crystals possessing the properties you seek can be found in abundance in the standing cores of the following calamity. Alas, that is no longer the case, and while there is at least one suitable crystal that remains to be found within the 12's wood, precisely where is at any given moment is more difficult to say. Permit me to explain, please do. You are familiar with Spriggans, yes? The furry little rascals are wont to seek out ores and other stones? Well, one such creature with an infamously insatiable appetite has single-handedly devoured every corrupted crystal in the 12's wood. Fortunately for you, these crystals take an eternity to digest, something they can never... assuming they can never be digested, and I am reasonably confident that one still resides within his gut. Quite fascinating, really. My theory is that this Giggity first consumed a corrupted crystal when... You couldn't care less about all this, could you? No. No, I absolutely could not. Not in the slightest. To the point, then. Giggity seldom makes his presence felt unless there's a particularly fine fodder to be had. Therefore, we shall acquire a lore. And I have precisely the sort that you'll find impossible to resist. Simply place this true heart. I shall save the story of its origin unusual name for another occasion. Outside of the brigand's lair and wait for the opportune moment to pounce. As for the method by which you retrieve the crystal from his gut, I shall leave that to your discretion. Oh, that sounds like fun. That sounds like fun. I basically get to disembowel a giant fucking... Does that glow? That shit glows? When did that glow? Has that always glowed? Has the OG dragon armor always glowed purple like that? Badass. Okay. Either way, distracted by shiny objects. Thank you all for stopping by. I appreciate it. If you like what you saw, you know, follow, ring the bell, leave a like, ring other bells and other websites and all that good stuff. I will see y'all next time. Peace out. Overlay stream is not starting soon. I'm probably going to fix that one day, but let's be real, I'm not going to.